Hey there, this is Rick with the Mercedes Diesel Guy channel, and this is just going to be a quick video, just some information for you. So this is my 98 Volvo S70, and down there, buried under everything, you can see my alternator, and I've been working on it. So my voltage regulator failed recently, and I put a new one in on Saturday, and I took the car for a drive, and everything seemed fine. I have a new voltage meter I installed on the console, and the car was clearly charging while driving. So I figured, okay, that is fixed. Didn't drive the car on Sunday. Monday morning, I got the kids out here and was going to take them to school in the morning. The car would not start. The battery was completely dead. And the battery is only a year and a half old. So I did some investigating tonight, and I noticed there was a huge parasitic power draw. And so I had to figure out where that was coming from. The first suspect, of course, was the voltage meter that I had installed and everything I'd done to do that. But I pulled the fuses on that circuit and it made no difference. I was still getting a power draw. I pulled all the fuses and really no difference. There was still a power draw. And then I decided uh, to pull the positive wire off the alternator, and what do you know? The power draw went away. So I figured that the voltage regulator I'd bought, which is this one right here. It's a Baru unit from Germany. Now, I got this. I'm not going to mention the name of the company. It's a good company I do a lot of business with. They do list this as compatible with the car. Now, uh, it's not exactly the same as the original. The original voltage regulator has a connector on it to drive the battery light on the dashboard, and this one does not. Uh, so that's why I installed the voltage meter. Uh, I actually, these were cheap enough that I bought three because I tend to overbuy on spare parts. Uh, but it turns out that this was causing a huge parasitic power draw, and I installed a second one, and I checked for current draw, and uh, the the second one, identical to this, was also drawing power. I did not bother installing the third one. I put my original voltage regulator back in, and the parasitic power draw is completely gone. Um, so these here really just don't seem to be correct for this car. Either that, or there's a manufacturing defect with these. I'm going to be sending these back. I really don't know what the issue is, and I'm going to try to find an original style voltage regulator. Um, One thing I did was, let me just take this protective cap off here for a second. So my on my old voltage regulator, the brushes were worn down almost to the nub. So I actually I grabbed hold of them and I pulled them further out. Now these are spring loaded. So I think what I did was I stretched the springs and therefore extended the brushes, gave myself a little more meat to work with. Um, and I suppose maybe I could possibly replace just the brushes themselves, but I would need to get the brushes. And like I said, this is not identical, but you can see the solder joint there. The brushes would have to be soldered in, um, and the one connection is harder to reach. So I think I'm best off just replacing the part itself. Uh, so, um, so yeah, if you're in this situation, my advice is, at least for now, do not use this particular part. You can see the part number on it. It's made by Baru. I'm not sure if the part number on the box is any different. Now it looks like the same part number. And like I said, if you're in an emergency situation and you have nothing else left to lose, you might try just um, stretching the springs on the brushes, and it might get you a few more miles. Right now, I'm not counting on that lasting me a long time. I'm going to try to source an original style voltage regulator, and we'll go from there. I don't want to bother replacing the alternator because I'm not getting any. I'm not seeing any other issues with it, and I heard it's a 3-4 hour job. I mean, the serpentine belt's got to come off, the power steering pump's got to be moved out of the way. Um, really, it's just a bunch of stuff has to get out of the way just to get the alternator out of here. So I'd rather not do that unless it was kind of a last resort. So this is Rick with the Mercedes Diesel Guy channel. Thanks for watching.